No mini today, unfortunately. Gonna spend a day on the Glanza. I've got a manifold to do, downpipe, possibly a new turbo. Nah, I'm gonna leave turbo for today, just because I haven't got any oil, and ideally you should really put new oil in with a new turbo. I think a set of door hinges on the driver's door as well, because the wind took that the other day and I think it's a bit bent now. But I've got a set of hinges, so I'm going to give them a go. But anyway, enough of me babbling. It's the day on the Glanza today. Oh yeah! So it's only fair to give you a bit of a run through this car. I've had this car for probably a year, coming up to two. Roughly around a year to 2 years I've had this thing. When I brought it, it had a crack in the heads, which they always do, so I've had that welded up, so that's no longer cracked. The old manifold which was on it blew up and was split in every direction possible, but at the time I was needing a manifold for that. So the old turbo manifold that come off this, we cut all of the piping off and made our own custom one, like so. So that's where the old manifold come from, which didn't really leak that bad. So just to kind of get me out of a hole, I bought this cheap Fleabay one, and word of advice, don't do it, they're crap. The downpipe alone, which again I've used on that off of the eBay one, had a 3mm rise in the centre of the flange, so it would have never sealed up anyway, and that's the same story with what's going on with this. So first thing I'm going to do is, while it's still a little bit hot, I'm going to crack these bolts off and then crawl underneath and do the same with the downpipe. So set up a little time lapse and yeah, enjoy. This is something that even I haven't noticed until now. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I'll bring you down here to the downpipe. Look at the hole in that. Oh, if I can try and block off the... There you go. Ah, Thomas the Tank Engine. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, she fucked. She proper fucked. Now, the list of stuff to do on this car is immense. It needs brakes, sumps pissing out, oil, all these little jobs which just tackle one at a time. I think even the rear gearbox mount's knackered. Starting to go. We've still got a couple of years left on that one. Yeah, I think really it's just a case of tackling one thing at a time and get this thing back to its glory. So that including body work and everything else at a later date. So now turbo and manifold and downpipe all off, as you saw in one of the previous finishes. Look at planes there. I'll wait for him to fly by. But anyway, as you can see on the actual flange itself, you've got these black marks of where it's been leaking. Now with a straight edge, ooh, let's try and do this one hand. Right. Flat up against there, and that's ridiculous. But anyway, there's a bit of a close-up of the downpipe. She is knackered, so that needs replacing anyway. So I'm going to strip this down, start swapping some bits over, and yeah, she should go back together a lot more easier. This reason, people, you do not buy China ship. There's even a crack in it as well. Look. But I mean, yeah, it's I mean, it could be from a couple of bang bangs, but yeah, it shouldn't do that. So here's our J Performance manifold. I mean, pretty good across the board. It was a slight lift, but gasket will swallow that up. Now, here we have awesome fitment. Awesome fitment. No. Oh. Yep, that's shooting off to space now. Look at the rocky in that. So, what sort of dickhead has a tea on a fucking hot day? This one. Yes. At the stage where our downpipe is off. Had to cut most of those bolts off in the end as they'd all rounded and rusted to absolute nothing. So we've had our threads repaired, we've got our new gasket and our shiny new, well, second-hand downpipe without a hole in it. Well, without a hole there. So I think we're going in the right direction. I'll slap this back together and, well, slap it on the car. So we're now at the stage, time to throw it all back together. Got a rolled gasket, as you saw earlier, that's pretty obsolete. So, got a nice shiny one. I will set up a little time lapse and, well, hopefully it's going to go back together a lot easier than it come apart. Japanese cars, eh? Who'd own them? So, turbo's on, manifold's on, downpipe's on, oil feed's on, boost pipe's on, air intake pipe's on, but bring you up. There's a bit of a, if I put it up together, it doesn't pull flat. So I think to make life easier, plastic's all bangs and knocks on this. like there's no tomorrow. So I think I'm going to get it up in the air, get the truck out, get the Mini out and stick it on the ramp and just do it properly first time. So things are going to get noisy. Let's get on the ramp. Now before anyone says, why didn't you just put it on the ramp in the first place? I'm a lazy bastard. I couldn't be asked to get the truck, the Mini out and then this up in the air. But it's now going back on the, well, it's now going on the ramp. So you're about to see the bodgery of, well, previous repairs. This back box is a special #1. There, I think there's loads of cable ties, mountains of welds. So I'm gonna try and get this exhaust fitted a lot better. So I'll raise her up, have a look at the mess. Down the exhaust. So this is the kind of what we've got to deal with. And there's quite a bit of a pull. You see it doesn't really line up. As I take you further to the back, I want to show you a unique little trick on this. And that's up here. Let me just put some light on, because I mean, and here we go. We have cable ties. We have Sonic the Hedgehog's long lost brother. And another cable tie. So, and a rubbing on the bodywork. And a hitting on the rear. So yeah, apart from that, absolute gem. Well, like I said, I haven't really done much to this car. It's been a case of enjoy it and I'll get round to fixing some of its problems. But underneath, spot on, she's clean. And these usually rot out like there's no tomorrow. One tiny little scrape there, but that's it. So, right, onto the exhaust. And Paul's now here as well.
Oh,
Here he is.
saviour.
Saviour, what do you want about? Right, so now that I've cut that off, we're gonna, where have I put the bolts? Bolt our original flange back up. So I know what angle we're gonna be needing. Ooh.
Oh, it's
And that
99% there, isn't it?
here's the finished product. So some smoky effects. So that can be bolted up now for good, and then we'll see our attention to the back end. So we've cut the old monstrosity out, and we're now going to attach that. One there, and one over there. So that's what we're going to do. Here we have the new and improved Mountain. No chicken shit on that. So I think that's the job done. Just need to get the old girl back on the road and well, boost it up. So exhaust doesn't leak. But I'm sorry guys, I am one of them. I know. We're certainly a lot more quieter inside, that's for sure. So I think that's a success. So join us again tomorrow when we're back on the Mini, probably back onto the wiring, and yeah, stay safe guys.